So I made a video about steady state cardio versus high intensity interval training for fat loss. So you can watch that video to explore some of the ideas and the differences between the two types of training. But what's become quite sad is how cardio is seen purely as a tool for fat loss. Now, of course, it is a powerful tool for fat loss due to the potential effect on the metabolism and the burning of calories. But cardio in itself is the health of your heart. And by challenging your heart, you can increase the size of your heart, you can decrease your blood pressure, you can increase the efficiency of the blood pumping from your heart around your body. So there's so many benefits to cardio, which is becoming lost in this obsession with the aesthetic physique. So what I want to touch upon is in this video is this idea that information has come from bodybuilding and may not be applicable to you. It may not be the most efficient way for you to train. So historically, when we look at fitness information, it comes from bodybuilding. It comes from, word of mouth 60, 70 years ago, to the first fitness magazines, which of course were dominated by bodybuilders, to today when we have the internet and a whole wealth of information. Now, let me be clear, there's nothing wrong in bodybuilding. Bodybuilders have a doctor's knowledge of anatomy. But bodybuilders are the first people to say that not everybody can do what I do. That is what bodybuilders say. Not everyone can do what they do when it comes to the eating, when it comes to the training. So if not everybody can do what they do, they're quite unique. And whilst their information can be useful to you, you should not replicate exactly what bodybuilders do. And this comes to cardio. And I see a lot of people, especially teenagers, people in their young 20s, they go to the gym, they do this super slow walking on the treadmill. Because if you put on a bodybuilder's video on YouTube explaining his cardio, it's going to be slow cardio to burn fat. Now, of course, fat is used as the primary fuel source for low intensity exercise. But is it applicable to you? Is it the most efficient way for you to train? And it frustrates me because some of these people in the gym almost take pride in how slow they're walking on the treadmill and how little of an impact it's having on their hearts and how little of a challenge it's having. Now, of course, steady state cardio is important. I like to get it throughout walking, through my daily life. The idea of going to a facility, a gym, and doing your cardio is kind of counterproductive to me when I think about health. You can get your health through your daily activity, through your daily walking. But of course, you can train this way, but you also need to challenge your heart. You need to do some higher intensity work, especially if you're natural. That's a huge difference between elite bodybuilders and the common person, is you'll be natural. Plus, you might have a full-time job, you'd be going to university or school. You may not have hours 7 days a week to train. You may need to find a way to train more efficiently. Now, this relates to bodybuilding splits. For the common person, an arms day and 40 minutes slow walking on the treadmill is not the most efficient way that you could train. Perhaps compound exercises, whether that's deadlifting or whether that's a calisthenic pull-up, may be part of a more efficient training regimen. Bodybuilding is a great sport. I have no problem with it. But for the common person, you need to think, is bodybuilding information applicable to me? And actually, in the sense of eating and splits and cardio, you can take parts of it, but I would suggest it's not the most efficient way. And so my message to those people who mimic what the Jay Cutlers of this world are doing, they're in the gym, they're doing their super slow cardio, they're walking. My question to you is, this has benefits, but do other forms of cardio also have benefits for your heart, for the stress they're going to put on your cardiovascular system? And the fact is, you're not an elite bodybuilder. You're probably not taking a cocktail of 7 or 8 drugs. You probably have a full-time job or other commitments. And all these things are important for the regular person. Make no mistake, I respect bodybuilding. They have great knowledge. Some of the information you can use will be great for you. But by purely replicating what they're doing, you are not making the most out of your training per week based on a variety of factors. So I'm James Linker. I'm back making videos after a small layoff. Shredded Sports Science. See you soon.